WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American over here in Germany, often tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. Today I have German whiskey, St. Kilian, German distillery, their Signature Edition 12. So this is their 12th special edition, Signature Edition, and this time we have here Moscatel de Setúbal. We have Jamaican rum casks, and we have fresh American oak, so virgin American oak. So Whiskybase number 224248. It is the 0.5 liter bottle. This was distilled in 2017 and 18. I'm not even really sure why they can put 17 on the bottle, because according to European law, I thought you can only have the youngest whiskey on here. All right, so and it was bottled on the 7th of December 2022. 12,550 bottles are available at a price of around 49 to 46 euros. 50.8% ABV. What am I going to compare it to? Well, the new St. Kilian Classic bottle, 0.7, 0.5. Also 50 euros, 0.7, 0.5. This has 70% ex-bourbon and 30% sherry in it. This has, and I actually like this. So you can see here, instead of doing a pie chart, they actually just drew lines in a circle. So we have here 67% of the ex-Moscatel de Setúbal. Did you know that is a fortified Portuguese wine? I did not know that. So, I want to pour this. Number one, port wine is fortified, Madeira is fortified, and this is the third, at least here, the Moscatel de Setúbal is the third largest export of fortified wines from Portugal. And so then we have here, I need to read, I'm sorry, pouring and reading, doing a very bad job of multitasking here. 26% ex-Jamaican rum cask, and we have 7% of American white oak virgin, 50.8. Now, I am continually having my problem with the word Moscatel. Now here, I know Moscatel, after a little bit of researching here, I do know that Moscatel de Setúbal is from Portugal. But we also have Moscatel sherry from Spain, and we have Moscatel wine from Europe. And it all goes back to this one type of grape, the Muscat grape. All right, the Muscat family of grapes includes over 200 grape varieties belonging to the Vitis vinifera species that have been used in wine production and raisins and table grapes around the globe for many centuries. So the colors range from white to yellow to pink to black. So almost everything. And Muscat grapes and wines almost have a pronounced floral aroma. All right, so now the history, I did not know this either, just sharing a little bit of history here. The origins of the Muscat grape dates back to the ancient Egypts and the Persians. Wow. And they're still fighting today over the origin of the word Muscat. All right, is it maybe here... So where was it here? Is it the Persian word for moshk? Is it the Greek word for muskos? Is it the Latin word muskos? Is it the French word for musk? Is it the Italian word, which means just fly because of the high sugar levels? There were a lot more flies there. They really don't know. There's even the one theory that says it originates from the Arabian country today of Oman, and named after the city of Muscat, located on the coast of the Gulf of Oman. So, who knows? So one of the things I love about whiskey is it increases my knowledge of other spirits as well, because we're using those casks often to learn about or to use to flavor our whiskey. Now, both of these are German whiskeys. They're both made in the Odenwald, which is the forest Odin, forest there in Germany, about an hour south, let's say east, southeast of Frankfurt am Main. And the signature editions I have found, there are some that are very peated and some that are not. I like that. They call the mild recipe and the peated recipe. Now this is German malted barley. And I must admit, I do know the owner of the distillery fairly well. I do know the master distiller fairly well. I have casks there, so I do like what St. Kilian is doing there. Now this on the nose, I do have a little bit of a sour moment going on, almost like a raisin, a white raisin that's not yet ripe. I know raisins can never get ripe. Yeah, I know you have a grape, you dry in the sun, but imagine you had that sour white raisin is what I'm talking about. And yet there's a sweetness as well. There's a sweet sour moment. It's almost like a pineapple. All right, I don't know if you have pineapple before. Fresh pineapple has a sweet and a sour moment, both going on here, which I think is very, very appropriate. So, and the rum and the Moscatel. Looking for the right word here. De Setúbal. So the Moscatel de. I'm going to re-listen to this. 1 second.
The Moscatel de Setúbal.
Setúbal. The Moscatel de Setúbal. So, interesting. I'm going to have to buy a bottle of the Moscatel de Setúbal. Never had it before. I've had Madeira, love it. I have port, love that. I love Portugal. Have to go buy a bottle. I just love the differences here in the same distillery, just different casks makes such a difference. It's really, really interesting. Often distilleries in Scotland make one distillate the whole time, and then everything is just changed by the different casks. Some make 2 different distillate that they will actually have the peated and unpeated, but still making the same way. Springbank says we have 3 different ones. We have 3 different amounts of peat, and also the way we distill them are differently. Also that, all these factors, all these things factor in here. And here we basically have the same barley, the same distillation process, just different casks and a little bit different ABV here. A little bit different age. There might be a little bit something older in here as well as younger. And here we have 4 years of age. So, all right, let's try this. This is going to be a little bit of a roller coaster. It's going to be sweet. It's going to be tart. It's going to be sweet. It's going to be tart. And then at the end, you have a lot of pineapple and peaches going on here. Cheers. Mm-hmm. Wow. I don't love, but I like. There is a viscosity here, which is really nice. The 50.8% sweet spot, well done. I actually know the Dr. Heinz Weinberger. He's been on my show in Germany about 4 or 5 times here. He has his PhD in chemistry. He now works for St. Kilian. He also helped create this whiskey here. I think there's a wonderful balance between that rum and the Moscatel de Setúbal, but yet there's a tiny, tiny little bit, that 7% of the virgin oak going on here that gives a little bit of a depth I would not have actually otherwise found. I'm going to dilute it down a tiny little bit. It's 50.8%. Let's see if they did a good job or if they did a bad job here of actually... Of course they did a good job. Of course! From the nose, I get a little bit more floral moment going on here. It's a C+ whiskey. I do get a little bit of that pineapple. I do get a little bit of I'm going to actually say almost like a honeyed graham cracker moment going on here. There's a little bit of grape moments, a little bit of raisins going on here. Well done. Value for money. I mean, hey, 50 euros is the standard price for this. It's been for a signature edition the whole time. They haven't really increased their prices. They've stayed very constant in spite of inflation, in spite of everyone else raising the prices. So I'm going to say also there a C to C minus. C minus for value for money. But I really do like. I would have never have, if I was like, okay, I'm going to make my own whiskey now. Let's see here. We have Moscatel de Setúbal. We have Jamaica-Rum, and we have a little bit of virgin oak, and we have everything else there. Let's just make some. Oh, wow, that actually works together better than I thought it would. Never would I have thought that would be the thing I need. All right, so my first question is, do you know? Let's go ask. Here our nice little. Let's go ask Whiskybase here if we can find anything with Setúbal here. Setúbal. Nope, not a thing. So it's interesting. Some people write it with the little accent there and some don't. And I'll just type that with the, let's see here if I get anything. So, oh yes, we have a Highland Reserves. Oh, okay. Now I'm getting someplace. So we have a Highland Reserve. Okay, bottled for someone in Portugal. But what we have here, otherwise, and I might have to go get the bottle here. I've actually done this one, haven't I? No, I haven't. All right. So from Oxford Rye, there's a 2017 to 2021 3-year-old rye with Moscatel de Setúbal casks. It was batch number 3 here. And it was bottled for the 4th distillery birthday on the 27th of July 2021. So it's now still available at the Whiskey Exchange for £90, which is way too high for me. All right, so they're not the only people using it, but not many people have actually had the Moscatel de Setúbal casks. That's the only one I can find online. So very experimental, very, very innovative, very, very cutting-edge stuff here. So do you know anyone else who has used the Moscatel de Setúbal casks? Would like to know. Thank you very much. Please share, please like, please subscribe. Please tell others about this video. All the best. See you soon. Bye-bye.